that. All the place had blackout screens and chicken wire mesh over the windows in case of a bomb blast. The chicken mesh had stopped the glasses and everything. And they had army blokes there, about 20, 30,000 soldiers stationed around the area. And you couldn't go down the beaches at night time because the all barbed wire entanglements and all sentries, guards there. You couldn't go down the night, you could go down there after dark because they'd challenge you, see. And they used to had all the barbed wire entanglements there and high fences, you know. And what they used to do, the army used to use all the tins they used to get from the cookhouse. They used to keep them all and put round little stones in them and hang them on the barbed wire. If you touch the barbed wire, you rattle, you hear noise all along. Yeah. You know, us kids go along and rattle them. Get that little rat bags you were. Go around like. Yeah. And then the Americans came here in 42. They came in 42, and they were here for about 18 months. And then they had a big radar station up on the Lighthouse Hill up here. Big radar station. The latest one in the Pacific. There was 3 of them in the whole of the South Pacific. This was the training one. It's trained them on this one up here, and they stayed here for about 8 months. And then they went away. The war went back. They went back with it, and then they had what else was there? I used to have the amphibious landing. They used to have the Drapery Island was a fort over here. And they had the main place where they used to come ashore from Drapery used to come. They used to come down here and come across here where the middle up at Golden Beach across there. The ferry boats go across there. Yeah. They come across here and leave all the soldiers from Drapery, the garrison. And then the war, and when the war finished, they had all the blokes come on. They had Alex Hay down here. Got a lot of photographs taken during the war. You want to go down and see him? The photostat shop down there. What happened? Did I come home? I was only here but 3 or 4 years. I went and joined the Navy. Went to sea for 6 years. I come home in 57. I said, come 57. Yeah. I come in the shop and I've been here ever since.
Football?
Oh, I used to play footy. Yeah, we used to play footy here behind the old Francis Hotel at Shelley Beach. And the first football team in Caloundra after the war. And they had a good coach. His name was Tom Green. He was a building contractor. Some of the houses he built in them days are still in Caloundra. The ones he built. He had a new method of building houses like stucco. Anyway, he played football, rugby union for Queensland. He played rugby league for Toowoomba in the Bilimba Cup. He was a hooker, and he was available. And he was a good bloke too, nice for a good coach. His son lives over in Moffat Beach, Curramundi Lake somewhere. His Mark. He's come back here to live. Yeah. Who else was here?
What was your team like? What position?
Oh, we used to play Maroochydore, Mullaney, I think it's Woodford. There's 4 teams, I think there was. And I think it was Kilcoy. And we said, it's the right, in them days, they had to write the letters to each one or arrange the matches. Yeah. And Jack Bagley, he's still alive. He's over near the bottom. He's still alive. Yeah. He got photographs of that team. Yeah.
Have you got any photos of that team?
I've got some somewhere, but I got some. Alex Hayes got them down here, and Jack, a football club's got them too. Yeah. Oh well, when Dad opened the cafe and the milk bar next door, he used to make all his own drinks. My dad was a drink maker. Yeah. He used to make drinks, make all his own syrups and make ice cream sodas and all that stuff. He used to make all that. So he knew how to make. He taught me how to make them. Yeah. When I come home from the school, I used to last 3 or 4 years. I went off to join the Navy, see. But he taught me how to make beautiful drinks. He used to make. Oh, he's a rep. Turn off is a rep. Oh, bra backs. I want the bra backs. I want the ones with three hooks on them. You got the one?
Yes.
I want 5 black, 5 white, and 5 bone. See those pictures up there? They're taken during the war. Them there, Main Street. Oh, now what's going to give you, Pierre? There's that calendar I was telling you about. That calendar I was telling you about. 1934. That's 1934. My dad's shop at Forest Hill, where he used to sell before he came to Caloundra. See, that's a bloody good one. Yeah.
Yeah, this place was here in 43.
Yeah, built in 38, 39 it was. I just got it re-stumped, you know.
Is that right?
83 stumps had to be replaced. 83. They did them while we were in the shop, didn't even have it under the building. And they did the roof being replaced. Now I've got to get that's a bit of minor alteration.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. You what's your first name?
PJ.
PJ, yeah, Bird.
Bird Jardine.
Bird Jardine.
Yeah. Jardine, he's not a Caloundra boy.
Yeah,
I remember his father, his mother, his brothers, his sister, everybody.
Yeah.
So I remember the nice people. And his wife too.
Yeah, no, my wife's gone now.
Yeah.
Lost her recently.
Yeah, about 12, 18 months now.
It's only June, so that's about
Hey, last year.
8 months, yeah.
Hey, last year.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
Yeah, so we were here during the war years.
Yeah, you did the war, see? Yeah. Fair play.
It was pretty,
yeah.
pretty interesting town during
Yeah, fair play. So you make sure you get on him. Yeah. He did it you go to uni up, aren't you?
Yeah.
He did a project.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Good work. I just been into Angus and Robinson's actually. I was looking at the surf club history thing there.
Yeah.
I had to look up to see when I got my bronze medallion, mate.
Now tell you something, the funny thing about the surf club, Des the wire picked me up on this. See, I was never a member. I was a member of them, but never in a lifesaver. But anyway, I went to boarding school in Toowoomba. It was compulsory to do lifesaving. And they had a competition in all the schools, all the GPs, who was going to put the biggest quota of trained elementary and lifesavers through. And the thing, you know, GPS. The grammar, it was compulsory, especially the boys had to do your life-saving course.
Did you go to Toowoomba grammar?
Yeah, had to go to it. So they put it. Yeah. Well, then anyway, I tell you, and I went at the back. I found these old bits of paper. I got my elementary certificate, life-saving. I said, and Des down there. I said, Des, why? I said, what do you think of that? And I got another one, a bronze, I think it was, bronze certificate. I had a bronze medallion. And he said, wait. He said, geez. He said, I said, look, he said, you know, he said, the Caloundra Lifesaver, the Met Caloundra's logo badge is a copy of the Royal Lifesaving. Yeah. I said, I didn't know that. He said, yeah, that's it there. He said, we have got one. I said, so I gave it him.
Caloundra was big in the Royal Lifesaving.
Yeah, well, I was thinking have it because because that logo, you know, the Royal Lifesaving logo, that's the Caloundra's logo.
Yeah.
See, he said that I didn't know that, but anyway, I said I gave him. I don't know what he did with him. He probably got a frame or something. Yeah, I'll piece the certificates. They were, for no good to me, but anyway.
Anyway,
good luck.
Good luck, mate.
See, come and say good any time. Good to see you. Bye. Next door, this up here, about 10 yards up the road there.
Yep.
In front of the crystal shop. The crystal shop is in there now. The crystal shop, you know, where there's a lane there. See the gap there?
Yep.
Well, that's filled that gap up, and that's the chemist. Used to be the chemist shop there, Barker's Pharmacy. That's my old man's sister.
Where's your old man?
Dad, that's my dad.
Okay. That's you?
That's me when I come home from school. See, even got my tie on. See, I go to help make the drinks in the shop. God.
It's decent business, man. I've got a couple of pairs of socks. Barker's Pharmacy.
There's the gate, the laneway there. Hello dear. The laneway there. Yeah. That's the laneway there. There's a crystal shop in there now. There's a cafe. The cafe's there.
Yeah.
And we're here next to it.
That's right, the cafe was
there. There's the laneway there. There's a gap there. That's the sister.
Of course, there was a vacant block on land.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Between here and Tiddle.
All right, Pierre, I'll see you, mate.
See you.
Yep.
All the
Yep.
best.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. Yeah. Good luck. See you, mate. See you, Pierre. Bye bye. It's 1980. Yeah. Wow, man, bought the bloody thing. He bought it. Wow, man. And then Arthur Shields built the shop there, the chemist shop there where Geddes was.
Yeah.
And he sold this fella. When after he died, this fella from New Zealand, by McCobb, come over here. He had a few racehorses. He won a few races. He won big winter carnival in the early 60s. I think a horse called High Society. He never took the money back, left over here, and he ended up buying that block there and building those shops there. Yeah. When Dad died, Dad left that to the girls, and the girls sold to him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I remember because we used to...
Park your cars there.
My sister used to, when she worked at Tibby, used to ride the bike down the main street.
Yeah.
Into that racing block.
Yeah, bloody hell. Oh, yeah, it was play there, big playground that was. Yeah, big playground. Yeah. I see sometimes comes here, Ian Garrett, the butcher's son.
Oh, yeah.
He became a policeman. Yeah. He used to have that dog, cross between an Alsatian and some other baby called Grip. Oh, a big dog. If any adults looked at the kids sideways, he'd look at them. Yeah. He'd play with the kids.
Okay, mate.
See you, mate. Bye. Now, did you get that?
Just all the way around so that it's...
You want to see? And that, where that gap there is there, you can see that's where the crystal shop is.
Yeah.
Savant, you can see what's been filled in.
Oh, in the middle.
Yeah, the far side.
Yeah.
See, they used to have that house still there, you know, on top of there, you know, the back. You see the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back there. You can see the place in the back. Yeah, it's an office sub upstairs there.
Oh, okay.
That's where the Mercy Ships is now.
Yep.
Over there, get a box or something. Get a box of mouthwash. A bottle of mouthwash. That's still on, is it? Oh shit! And make sure they give it to. Yeah, just over the road. Yeah, they give you $20 notes to put in the cash register. Yeah, anyway, oh, sorry about that. You hope you cut that all out. Anyway, they had when Dad opened this place here up, the Drapery, there was still rationing. You had to have coupons, you had rationing. There was rationing for clothes and boots and shoes, and you had to get a bit hard to start, but it got to start in the end. And a lot of the firms he dealt with, all a lot of them are gone now. They used to, in the old days, have warehouses in Brisbane, big warehouse. You go down there once a fortnight to Brisbane, you do your shopping, they send it up to Caloundra on the rail Caloundra had a water transport in them days, a water transport service. Down here at the end of the promenade, the boardwalk is a promenade, that was a water transport depot.
Yeah.
A big shed there, and the water hand, you just go to Brisbane and back every week. You just go halfway to Brisbane, change over, go across the bay once a week, and it used to be 1 and 6pence that's 15 cents today for a parcel.
Really?
Because why it was so cheap was there was no tax, they couldn't charge on road tax on water transport. Okay. And this bloke, Mr. Maloney, his name was Tom Maloney, he used to backload from here to Brisbane with shell grit. Now he had a licence to take so many tonnes of shell grit for the chicken farmers, Poultry Farm Association of Shelley Beach. There's a lot of shell grit there, and he said they had to take it off there and backload with shell grit, bags of shell grit, take it back to Brisbane. But when you went to the warehouse in Brisbane, everything, general warehouse, you go in there, anything you wanted. There'd be boots and shoes and wool and blankets and cotton, anything you wanted. They had carried hardware, some of the paint, some of those big Thomas Brown sons used to go and get, you live in the West, you want a gun, you go there and buy a gun. Bullets, everything. That was the system. But all those places are gone now. All general warehouses are gone now. Yeah.
So what number was this, like in Main Street? What number, shop was this? Like?
Well, yeah. Well, we had no numbers in them days.
Oh, okay. Which one was the first one to come up? Like?
Then it come in. It was 26 Then it came up as 26 Bullock Street.
Yeah.
They gave us numbers. Council gave us numbers well, about early 60s or something, I think.
Oh,
And they gave us the plastic numbers, put them on top of your shop. Some of them they gave them were wrong.
yeah.
See, these are 26, and they gave us 26 and 28. Well, it's all the one pieces here. See? Yeah. And the back there, you can see the back there where they had the... Did you ever see the back where they had the lane? The lane used to be the service. Used to service like that was a service lane.
Yeah, right.
That was the back of Simon's shop. That's filled in with it. And there's one on the other side. There was a service lane. See, there's no lane in the back street here. Back of the shops, there was nothing there. And they used to everything come in the front that way, and over the front door. But that was all back, and everybody had their chook yards and wells, and but in the back there's on that lane there in the back just here. There's a spring goes down there. There used to be about 2 or 3 wells and 2 windmills on it. Pump water out for the owners because we had no water supply till 1960 something. Oh yeah, plenty of water, good water too.
Oh,
It goes. The spring starts up the top of Lighthouse Hill somewhere and comes down here, and from the pub it comes down this lane and it goes out in what do you call that place down here at Bullcock Beach there, just near where the lifesavers are.
Oh, yeah.
Comes out there, seeps through there.
Yeah.
Spring water.
Is this the oldest shop in Main Street?
No. Tivoli's Rivers is the oldest one. Rivers, that was here before us. They were here before us. Tivoli's, they had a general store. They had hardware, paint, groceries, drapery, everything. General providers. They had one shop here. I think one in Landsborough and one in Maloney. I think Tivoli's did. Yeah, and the crossroad there was. Across the road, where Des Dwyer's shop was, the Retrovision, used to be across the road here, where the that place there. Oh God, what's over there now? Oh, Joy Bells. That's old. That's got plaster ceiling like this too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, in there. Yeah. Who else was there? And the top of the hill here, the where the paper shop is, this side of the paper shop, it was a paper shop where you can see the wooden posts hold the awning up. That's older than this one.
Yeah.
It's older than this one.
Is this like the third oldest or something?
Be about 3rd or 4th. Hey, this was the first shop built in Bullcock Street that had no posts to hold the awning up. No, the posts hold.
Yeah.
Well, these cantilever bars hold the awning up. The first one built on Bullcock Street.
Did you have a field named after you or something?
Well, a footy field down here.
Yeah.
The footy ground over here, Manny Comino ground over here. A rugby league ground. Yeah, they called it after me. But, put the name up, they put the name out in front of the stand.
Yeah.
They couldn't see it. Because it's under the stand, so they took it up and put it over the side where people see it looking. No, I said, God, Jesus Christ, give us a break. Yeah. What says there?
Yeah. What was the Navy like?
Was alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was a lot of friends. I made a lot of friends there.
What about the Christmas cake? Oh, no, that's not.
Oh, I want to give the Christmas cake to Singapore. I was going to so I went in the Navy in 51. End of 51 I joined up. I went in and I didn't want to.
Did you want to hear any of this?
Yeah.
Did you? Oh,
And I went in because when I went to boarding school, Toowoomba, I went to boarding school Toowoomba.
Yeah.
They had, when you were board, it was during the war, it was compulsory to be an army cadet. You had to be an army cadet.
Really?
During the war. They used to have guns and everything to march around with. 310s from the Boer War. Anyway, tell you a story. The senior of the school, 18 and 19, 20-year-olds,